All right, hello everybody. This is Francisco bringing it again on an educational video. So this is a continuation of where we left off. So right now we're emphasizing health. All right. So now we understand that in the terms of health, weren't given the best advice, and above that, beyond that, they took steps to taint the food sources so that it doesn't matter. Even if you eat them, you're now electrifying your body. And it's not just food, it's not just the supply line, but even going into the sun, using suntan lotion that kills you. When you're melanated, you don't have to wear lotion. You can adjust your body so that you'll break down the vitamins, and you'll change your cholesterol. See, what happens is when the sun hits you, you don't just get vitamin. You don't get vitamin D. You don't get vitamin B. What it does, it's like a plant. So when the sun hits you, it changes your cholesterol. That's why they're always pushing, don't eat cholesterol. Because if your body does not have the cholesterol, then you cannot get the vitamins, because what it does is it changes the cholesterol into the vitamin your body needs. So on so many levels, we have been manipulated. When we are born, you want to leave the baby connected to the umbilical cord until it falls off, but we stress the baby out by cutting it, and we shoot it up with toxins as vaccines. And beyond that, if a child is melanated, if a child has dark skin, brown skin, then it is toxic for them to put them under the lights. That is only for Caucasian people, because they don't have the iron in their fat cells that heat them up internally. But when you put us under the light, you ruin our bilirubin, and it destroys our melanin process, our carbon process, which affects us, our whole future. And we don't understand why we all sick, why we all have skin diseases and sun diseases, because they destroyed us from the very beginning. I mean, on all levels, even with poisons like atrazine, so where you're a male and you're not homosexual, but if you drink this toxin in your water, then you'll have feminine properties because of the estrogen. It'll change your whole dynamic. So we have to understand that this goes far. This goes far and beyond. So we have to get focused, because that's why a lot of us get crazy and stab people, get all insane with our other halves, our parents. We don't understand that it's affecting us mentally on a whole other level. Alright, let's get past that. So we're going to Dr. Sebi now. We've been talking about Dr. Sebi. He's a great man. So what I wanna say is that he showed us a lot. He's a pioneer. he learned from a Mexican fella who taught him some things, and he took it upon himself to become who he was. Rest in peace. But what I'm trying to say is that he said fruits, vegetables, and herbs as the medicine. The Bible says fruits, vegetables, and herbs as your medicine. What I found out in watching the lectures from Minister Inky is that he states that we have an organ that's in our body, and because of our eating practices, that it lays dormant. So it's dormant because it calcified. See, because what this organ does is it takes the amino acids from the fruits and vegetables, and it converts that into protein, and that's the only job of this organ. So when we are raised, and our parents, who unbeknown to them, are affecting us chemically, feeding us what their parents have fed them and what their parents have fed them, because this goes far back. All right. That's why when you go to the hospital, they ask you, what diseases did your parents have? What do your ancestors have? It's not what your parents have. You don't get the diseases your parents have because your genes. In that sense, and what they try to explain, what it is you have the same lifestyle. You eat at the same places, you eat the same things, you live in the same areas, you do the same types of work, you drink from the same water source. These things, unbeknownst to you, is affecting you, and it is the reason, because you're not educated properly. You are killing yourself, and you're killing your kids, and you're killing their kids. I don't want to get too hard on you, but that's why. So this organ, we eat meat, and the acid from the meat calcifies it up, because when you eat the meat, your body is like a machine, like a sensor. It has sensors all over the place, and it senses that you have protein already thriving through your system. So it tells your organ that, hey, we don't need it, we got already. But it's the wrong type. That's what Dr. Sebi is trying to emphasize to you. You could be eating this or that, but what type is it? And so he wanted to express alkaline, but not just alkaline, electrified foods, meaning God food, not hybridized food. Okay, we're going to start the lesson. They messed this up, but we're going to get back. All right. Alright, let's get in on it. Okay, so before we get back to Dr. Sebi, let's go over this. So this is the type of information that is shoved out into the system. and I don't blame any of you, because a lot of the things that are pushed out make sense. I mean, if you don't dive deep into this, they make sense, but you don't understand that they're making sense out of confusion, order out of confusion. So what you got to do is look at this confusion they push up. Hybrid. The plural belongs to a group known as the interspecific fruits, natural crosses between different but related types of fruits achieved in the orchard. So it's already telling you it's achieved in the orchard, meaning man created this in an orchard, not in a laboratory. So because it's in the orchard, it's God given. No, it's not God given. Plural, made in nature, therefore natural. So this is propaganda to promote hybrid food, as if these two are that different. They both do not hold electric in it. So they will not electrify our bodies, and we'll age faster. That's why we age so fast. So look at the GMO. GMO sweet corn is genetically engineered to be herbicide resistant, Roundup ready, and to produce its own insecticide, Bt toxin. This type of engineering can only happen in a lab. GMO corn made in a lab, therefore not natural. Both are harmful to you. Both will wreak havoc on your system. Don't be fooled. I want you guys to band together and try not to purchase these things, because the more we purchase this, they're gonna push out the organic, and then we will only have this. In Hawaii, that's what they've done, and they've gone even further to now they label the genetically mutated and hybridized foods organic. And I've learned through my research that they're able to do that because, just like Dr. Sebi says, this is just carbon. So in the definition of organic, it means that it contains carbon. So it doesn't matter it's hybridized. It contains carbon, therefore they can manipulate it and call it organic. So even though you believe you're getting something that was created by God, you're getting something that was created by man. So you got to understand, if it doesn't have a seed, it's not organic. Stop buying this fucking seedless organic shit. Sorry, but this is crazy. My family they think I'm crazy. I'm just trying to keep them from dying, man. They got diabetes, they got high blood pressure, they got asthma, they got they had hepatitis, they had all of these things that are bad that Dr. Sebi can heal. But it's hard to get through to these people. Understand that the American Medical Association don't have your best interests at hand. So here we go. This is some look at some hybridized food. So these are foods that you want to stay away from. I know a lot of them are pushed as a healthy foods, but you wanna stay away from these, because even though they may taste good and have something beneficial to it, it is not electrified. It is not gonna help your body. It's not gonna stop your body from aging. So we have African medlar, American black elderberry. You know this is always pushed. Apricot, blood lime, barberry, aprium, and they don't taste as good as the originals. Clementines, Citra fortunella, boysenberry, decopine. You know they're always selling boysenberry as blackberry, and it's bad for you. Desert lime. Okay, you wanna get key lime. Key lime is the original, and that'll alkalinize your water. So if you can put a squirt into your water, then it'll alkalinize the whole thing, and that's how you wanna do the alkaline. Emu berry, Fairchild tangerine, forest strawberries, Japanese persimmon. I love persimmon too. Grapefruit, josta berry, lamado, lime quat. You see, what they did was they took all of these, because the lemon was the lime, and the lime was the key lime. They hybridized it, and the tomato was like the cherry tomato. those tomatoes are good for you. Those are the original, or one of the closer, more original. So it goes all down, and I'll leave the link to this so you can check it out. Because in these stores, man, they're brutal, and you have to make sure you understand. See, like a lot of these things, like the plums, a lot of the original ones, they were purple inside. Like the potato, the inside of the potato was red. That's why they try to sell you the red ones today, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is the one," but it's not the original one, because the original one had red in it. But if you get the rose red, the red potato, that's the closest. That's the next generation from the original, and that one is what you're recommended to eat. So it goes all into it. So I just want to show you this, why Dr. Sebi and Minister Inky and all these other people are so crucial, and why the system just doesn't like them and didn't want them around. And we have to carry the torch and educate our fellow brothers and sisters. So this is the Dr. Sebi food list. So for vegetables, you want amaranth greens, avocado, bell peppers, chayote, Mexican squash, cucumber, dandelion greens. Dandelion greens you can find at your Whole Food stores. I just bought some, so I know you can find that. Garbanzo beans, chickpeas, green banana. And green banana, if you don't understand, was used by a lot of native people, so they used them for cooking. A lot of cooking they did with it. Cactus flower and kale, lettuce, mushrooms. But with the mushrooms, you gotta watch out, because the mushrooms, a lot of times they block your iron, so they block your body from absorbing iron. So you have to watch out not to eat too much mushrooms, because iron is key, as Dr. Sebi shows you, that iron is the key. Because a lot of these stars and all these people that he healed, when all he gave them was iron most of the time, and they was healed, and they never understand how manipulated we are, not know that. So see, like mustard greens and okra, you would be like, yeah, asparagus, yeah, get it. We eat that all the time, but it's not good for you. I don't know why okra. I know I used to eat okra because I thought it was good for you. But olives, onions. See, onions is key. A lot of ancient cultures, like Egypt, they ate a lot of onions because. Wait, hold up. So, I know when you're talking about health, you always hear garlic. Oh, gotta eat your garlic. It's healthy. It's good for you. It's good for you. All the vitamins inside is gonna make you feel better. But what you don't understand is that in ancient cultures, they ate a lot of onions and not garlic. The reason being is because the garlic has a bunch of different sulfurs and a very high contents of the sulfur, in fact. And these sulfur can wreak havoc on your body. So if anything, you want to use garlic when you're sick, then you can use garlic. But most ancient cultures used a bunch of onions in their cooking, because onions have the same beneficial nutrients that there is in garlic that heals you, but without the sulfur content. So that's why onions is a key. You must eat your onions and your sea vegetables. Your sea vegetables is one of the keyest ones as well. You know me, I like to eat a lot of squash. Squashes are really good, like, and zucchinis. Squash and zucchinis is really good. See, look, cherry and plum tomatoes. That's the only tomatoes, and the tomatillo is the only ones you want to mess with. The rest is not going to be electrical. And with fruits, you don't want to mess with canned fruits. You don't want to mess with seedless fruits. And you got all these fruits. And the key ones you want to eat is the melons. And also, what I was trying to get to is